Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to show you how I made this mummy candy bar holder. There's a little candy bar in there that will slide out. I don't want to slide it out right now. If you can see it in there. It's a Hershey's candy bar, and I'm going to give these to some of Tate's teachers at school. So I wanted to show you, I gave some last year to some of Tanner's teachers and they really liked them. So anyway, let's begin. The materials that you'll need is a Hershey's candy bar. I'm just using the flat milk chocolate side, or kind. I guess you could use almonds if you wanted, but I wanted it to be perfectly flat. You're also going to need 7 strips of paper. One strip I have is 6 inches by 1.5, and then I have 6 other strips that are 6 inches by 1 1/4. And as you can see, I've torn the edges. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of them are just torn on one edge, and then you're going to have 2 of them. This is one, and then I'm going to do this one for you. It's going to be torn on both sides. You just take your piece of paper and you just tear off a tiny little bit. It doesn't have to be a lot. Tearing, there's no right or wrong. You just tear it towards you instead of away from you, because you want that frayed edge when you go to ink it up. So you tear this one. So there's going to be 2 again with double edge tears, 4 with just 1 teared edge where you tore the edges, and then 1 where you don't tear the edges at all, and this one's bigger. The first thing I did is wanted to place the middle one, and this is where the mummy's eyes are going to be. So I took this one, kind of lined it up here, wrapped it around, kind of see where I want the eyes, and then I take it off and just take my glue gun. And this is my Scotch ATG 714 gun, which people ask me a lot about. I take it back over here and I put it on again. And you'll see I just flip it over and then glue the back down. So then that's where his eyes are going to go. And to do the eyes, you're going to need, I use a 3/4 inch punch, a 1/2 inch punch, and then I just use my regular, I always call it a school punch. The first thing you do is you're going to need 2 black 3/4 inch punches. So 1, 2. You're going to need 2 1/2 inch punches. 1, 2. And then you're going to need 2 more of the little punches that are going to be black. And this one catches it, so then I just drop them out. Can't really see those black pieces on this piece of paper, but I want you to be able to see the mummy. So then I took my glue dots and glued the eyes all together. So take the little itty bitty black pieces, and this is how I glued mine together. I found a glue dot. Try to get it on the glue dot. If you don't, just wrap it in and then put it on the white. And it doesn't have to be in the middle, because I didn't want my mummy to have perfectly, I guess, focused pupils. Just take the other one again, put it on the eye, and then just take the white piece and put that on the black. Normally I do work on a white gridded paper, but as I said, I wanted you to be able to see the mummy, so these I know are a little bit hard to see, but you'll see them once we get them on the mummy. So then what I do is place my eyes on kind of where I want them. Scoot that glue dot underneath there. There we go. And as you notice in our mummy here, the 2 pieces that are jagged on both sides, one goes here and then one goes at the top. So next I'm going to take my desert sand ink, and I'm just going to ink up all the sides. Okay, here's my last one. And you're inking the side that you tore that's kind of got the tattered paper. Okay, now that I'm done with that, I am going to stamp my sentiment. On this one I did Trick or Treat, but on this other one I want to do Happy Halloween. So what I did is laid my piece down where I wanted it to be, and then this is another piece that's just got the one frayed edge, and I kind of laid them down like that and took them off so I could see where it was going to be. And then I got my stamps out, and I'm going to use desert sand again, and I inked up my Halloween, and I stamped that so I could see where it was going to be. And then I'm going to ink up my happy so it goes together, and I'm going to do that on the one above it, and I'm going to press down on that one. Okay, so then I can start building my mummy. I start usually from the bottom up. Again, I take my Halloween. My eyes are going to come off there. And you're going to want to cover this flap down here. So I kind of just push it in and wrap this around. Sometimes it doesn't want to work. In fact, if you wanted to, you could take a piece of tape and glue that down. I lined my Halloween up, press the edges, and then I always know that I have a flap. Tape that flap, put glue on that, and then wrap it back around and glue that flap down. And then I'm going to slide it down a little bit. There we go. And if you have a piece hanging off here, you can just pull that off and back so it doesn't show. And then I'm going to do that with my happy. Line that up where I want. And I'm using my ATG gun because I really want to make sure that this sticks. And then I'm going to put my eyes on because I'm getting closer to that. So I'm going to take 2 more glue dots. And these are the bigger size glue dots. And I'm going to put those kind of where I want the eyes. And then continue to build. For this piece right here, I'm going to want the double-edged. So I'm going to, and I always kind of put it over the eyes a little bit. I did forget to mention that I got this idea last year from the Close to My Heart bulletin board, and I wasn't doing videos then. I don't know who I got this idea from. If you know, please post it in my comment section. I would like to give her credit, but it was so cool. And the teachers just loved them. Then I'm going to go over the eyes and do this strip. And you can do this with different size candy bars. My sister did these for her kids. 2 were in college and 1's in high school, and she used the really big candy bars, like really big, huge candy bars. So that would have been a nice thing to do. But since I'm doing so many of them, I'm doing these little ones that come in a 6-pack. You can get at the grocery store. Then this last one, just kind of make sure you fit him on there. I kind of bend that one down a little bit. You can see that. That one I kind of bend down. Okay. There we go. And that one's going to come off easier. Okay. And it doesn't have to be in any certain, I guess, oh, what would I call that? You know, it doesn't have to be an inch apart in any increments. It can be all scattered. So then I took 11 inches of the twill, which is right here. Sorry, I had to get it. And I just wrap that around his body up here. Again, try to pull more with the right than with the left, and hopefully you get a nice little knot. And then you take your scissors, cut that off how you want to. cover up the camera there. There you go. The paper mummy. So now it's your turn. These are awesome little gifts for Halloween. You could try it. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
I was working in the lab late one night when my eyes beheld an eerie sight. For my monster from his slab began to rise, and suddenly, to my surprise, he did the monster mash. It was a graveyard smash.